Today we are reciting from 20th verse of 12th chapter. Yetu dharma amrutam idam yatoktam paripasate shraddha dhanah mat parama bhaktaste athiva me priyah. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotion service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. Hare Krishna. So, we are reading from 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is entitled The Bhakti Yoga, the devotion service. Very important to understand. Lord Krishna is summarizing here. Yetu dharma amrutamidam. Krishna says this chapter is the nectar, the amruta of the dharma. Yeah. Yatoktam, what I have spoken. Yeah. Paryupasate. Yeah. That which needs to be completely engaged and followed. How to follow? Shraddha danaha, with faith. With faith on whom? Mat Parama, Krishna. And if someone does it, who does it? One who follows the entire chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, sincerely. That bhakta, te athiva me priya. He is very, very dear to me. Till now, Krishna was saying Bhaktiman me priyo naraha. And he was saying priyaha. Only he was saying priyaha. In the last verse, he is saying athiva priyaha. One who is very, very dear to me. Who? One who is engaged in devotional service to me and follows the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the instruction given by Krishna in the 12th chapter. But importantly, if you have analyzed this 12th chapter, how many have attended the entire 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita continuously? Yeah? Every. So, those who have followed, very important for us to understand. Lord Krishna has not spoken about building relationship with him. If you have analyzed, most of the verses in Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, Lord Krishna has dedicated building relationship with devotees. Very, very important. If you have analyzed this, how important it is to actually develop relationship with other devotees. Very, very important and critical. Because unless and until we develop relationship with other devotees, there is no possibility that we would be able to take up Krishna consciousness. Many say that I can practice at home, I can engage in Krishna consciousness. It is impossible. That's why Srila Prabhupada is very, very critically telling here, as long as one doesn't get a chance to associate with devotees, for them, impersonal liberation they can focus upon. If they do not have chance to associate with devotee. Very important. Lord Krishna, Srila Prabhupada is very, very, very clearly he is mentioning. In other words, this chapter is decided that through good association, one would be able to take up the devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's how it is so important to associate with devotees of the Lord. Very, very important. Many do not give importance about associating with the with the devotees. How important it is. Why do we take devotees association lightly? Because very important to understand, devotees themselves, if they do not follow the path of bhakti, then where is the example? Krishna in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita tells, I came to give the instruction, the same instruction of Bhagavad Gita to you, which I had given to the sun god. And it was handed down through the disciplic succession to the kings who had given to the citizens, the sadhus who had given to the students, but it was broken down. The knowledge was broken down because if you see, the acceleration is not there. There's always a tendency that people become, okay, it's okay to come. What is so, bad in not coming to Saturday program? Why it is so important to come? It's okay, 2 weeks in a month we will come. After that, it becomes 1 week in a month. After that, it becomes once in 3 months. Then it becomes once in 6 months. Well, because as soon as they come, you have to put Dandavat pranams to them. Oh, after long time, I'm seeing you. So please, but very, very important for us to understand is unless and until we associate with devotees, there is no possibility to associate with Krishna. We may say, Prabhu, I don't have a good examples of devotees. They may not follow, they may not be sincere, they may not be honest. But I will tell you, as I told earlier, it is a chicken and egg philosophy. This is a bad example. We don't eat chicken or we don't eat egg. I'm just giving an example. Chicken gives egg, but I'm giving which came first. If you see, it's impossible to tell. Which came first? Banana tree came first or the banana? Where is the seed of banana? Tell me, where is the seed of banana? So, very, very difficult to understand this. So, without devotees, there is no way we can actually approach Krishna. Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti hrutkarana rasayana katah. Bhagavatam says, Satam prasangam, Satam, with the association of the devotees, prasangam mama virya samvido. There is only possibility to think about Krishna. Otherwise, there is no possibility to think about Krishna. Bhavanti hritkarana rasayana kataha. To hear about Krishna, to think about Krishna, the possibility of thinking about Krishna is only possible when we associate with devotees. That importance is given to the association of devotees. That is why Krishna focuses in 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita how important it is to relate with devotees, build relationship with them, love devotees. That's why so many verses, samashatrocha mitrecha, tata mana apamanayo, shitosha sukha dukkeshu, sama sangha vivarjitaha. Someone who associates himself from non-devotees, who are not interested in Krishna, and associates with the devotees, how? Samaha shatrocha mitrecha. Not thinking about someone is an enemy for me. I don't like this person. I like that person. That kind of discrimination is not going to help us in going towards Krishna. It is impossible to, because we are accountable to Krishna. Please understand, as soon as we leave this world, we are accountable to 5 personalities in this world. 5 personalities, because it is your journey. When I am leaving this world, I will automatically have 2, the Yamadutas coming and approaching me. That is my interactions with those Yamadutas. No one will come to know. It's so subtly it will be happening in the subconsciousness, in the person who is living this world. And he is going to actually, ask you the entire biodata of yours, what you did from birth till death. We are accountable. Please understand. Whom are we accountable to? First, whom are we accountable to? To the Lord Krishna. Yeah? To Lord Krishna we are accountable. Yat karoshi. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yat karoshi yadashnasi, yat juhoshi dadasi, yat tapashyasi kaunteya, tat kuru madarpanam. Do it in relationship with me, whatever you do in this life. Yat karoshi, whatever you do, whatever work you do. Yadashnasi, whatever you eat. Yat juhoshi dadasi yat, whatever charities you do. Yat tapashyasi, if you want to do austerities, don't do austerities thinking that I'm so, austere person. You are doing austerity for Krishna. No one else. Yat tapashyasi kaunteya tat kuru madarpanam. So building relationship with Krishna, that is very, very important. I have put one verse there. Jivvana vakti bhagavad gunanama deyam chetascha nasmarati taccharanarabindam krishnaya yo namati yachiraye kadapi tananavadyamasato akruta vishnu krutyan. The person who is living from this world meets the Yamadutas. Subtle, you will not know. The person will not tell, oh, I have got two friends to come and see me. It is happening within the life of that person who is living this world, and he is already doing the accountability to those, the servants of Yamadeva. And Yamaraj says, Jifvana Bhakti Bhagavad Gunanamadeyam. If the tongue of a person doesn't actually even chant the names of Krishna, Chetascha Nasmarati, if his mind and the consciousness doesn't even Smarati, think about that Charanaravindam, the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishnaya yo namati yachira ekadapi. If one's head doesn't even bow down to the ground respecting Krishna, tan anavadyam, bring those kind of people, akruta Vishnu krutyam, those who are done activities disrespectful to the Supreme Lord. That serious the matter is, please understand. We are accountable to Lord Krishna. Second, we are accountable to the Devatas. Very, very important. We are accountable to the Devatas. If you go to the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, who are having Bhagavad Gita? Open the third chapter, 12th verse. If you can read, Shripriya. So the 12th chapter of third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the 12th verse, Lord Krishna tells we are accountable to the Devatas. Without the cooperation of the Devatas, we will never be able to be successful in life. Ishtan bhogan hi vo deva dasyante yajna bhavitaha. Yajna bhavitaha. If our sacrifices has reached to the Devatas and Devatas are happy, then Ishtan bhogan hi devan. Whatever the success we want in this life, it is possible only with the cooperation of whom? The Devatas. Ishtan bhogani o deva dasyante. They will rain all the successes for you if you are respectful for them. And the same in the fourth of chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the 12th verse again. So if you read the 12th verse of the 4th chapter. Kankshayantah karmanam siddhim yajante iha devatah. If you really want to achieve success in life, if you want to achieve success, yajante iha devatah, we have to respect and work in cooperation with the devatas. Very important for us to understand. Very, very important. Now the two personalities we have to cooperate with whom? First two, the Krishna. For Krishna, we need to hear the instructions from Lord Krishna and follow. Obedience is the beginning of love. We cannot say, I love Krishna, I can do anything I want. No, obedience. We need to obey the instructions of Krishna first. Then love has some meaning in our life. Yeah. Now, third is actually we need to cooperate. We can be successful in our devotion to Krishna, in the path of devotional service only if it is laid down in the association of devotees. Very important. First to the Supreme Lord, second to the Devatas. Third is we have to be in cooperations with the devotees. Without devotees, it is impossible to take up the Krishna consciousness. You can try in any way. That is why in India, most get into the path of impersonal Brahman. Because for them to build relationship with devotees is very, very difficult. We can see, we can achieve anything in this world. We can achieve wealth, we can achieve fame, we can achieve power, we can achieve success, anything we want. But I will tell you, for us to be humble and surrender to the other person and follow, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Ego is so strong that hearing from the other person, why should I hear from you? Why should I hear? You understand? Why should I hear? What is the need of me to bow down to someone? This will be a stumble block for us to Krishna consciousness. One thing I will tell you is simple for simple-minded person, complicated for the complex people, because most won't be able to respect all the devotees to reach Krishna. We are accountable to the Lord. Please understand, each and every devotee, how we respected, how we cooperated with them, how we encouraged them. Very, very important, because creation is not mine. Creation is whose? Krishna. And he creates with so many variegatedness and varieties. So many varieties. Lord creates with so many varieties in this world. It's very, very difficult for us to understand. If he starts complaining, that devotee speaks in a different way. This devotee smiles in a different way. That devotee walks in a different way. This devotee talks in a different way. This devotee, behaves in a different way. Whom are we questioning with? Krishna himself. Because we didn't create. Who created that? Lord. Very, very important for us to understand. If we really want to take up Krishna consciousness and follow it seriously, we need to be not fearful. Devotees never get fearful of, papa and punya. ये पाप और पुण्य का विषय नहीं है भक्ति में. ये कृष्णा चाहने का और ना चाहने का विषय है. यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग? ये पाप और पुण्य का सब्जेक्ट ही नहीं है डिवोशनल सर्विस में. What devotional service? Someone is behind. Just see, someone is, I think. This is not about sin. And it is not about doing it is all about whether Krishna likes or whether Krishna doesn't like. Because we are doing it for pleasing Krishna and we are accountable to Krishna. Very, very important for us to understand. We are accountable to the Lord. And devotees, naturally, if you are following these principles, you are protected from not doing sins. You are protected. What we are not protected is how we actually treat the other devotees. Based upon how we treat other devotees, naturally, we will be considered whether I am really serious as a devotee or not. It is very, very difficult path. I will tell you, it is not easy path, because each and every person will have his own way of looking at life. As a devotee, we need to cooperate. We need to follow. Very difficult path. It's not easy. Why should I follow you? Question normally comes. Why should I follow you? I don't respect your credibility. So many things come into. That's why Krishna is telling, keep on telling in Bhagavad Gita that unless and until we respect the other devotees, sama shatrocha mitrecha tata mana apamanayo. It is not question of whether I am getting humiliated or I am respected. You are getting what I mean? It is not about. It is about devotees. It is about how we need to tolerate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given the verse. What is that verse? How many remember? Trinadapi sunechena taror iva sahishtuna amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says one would be able to remember Krishna, only one who is tolerating like a grass. You know, when the grass is there in the floor, how many people stamp on it? Everyone. But the grass always looks green. It again gets up and it again starts shining. Trunadapi sunichena tarori vasahishnuna. Just tolerate like a tree. Amanina manadena. Give respect to every devotees. Do not expect respect from any devotees. Amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. That person is the only person who would be able to chant the holy name of Krishna. That is, who is saying this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very, very important for us to understand. That's why Bhagavad, the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, again I'm telling this, Lord Krishna didn't focus on, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Krishna didn't tell in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What Krishna told is about how you need to cooperate with the other devotees. Very important. So 3 people we have completed, whom we are accountable in. We are accountable to Krishna, we are accountable to the Devatas. We are accountable to the demigods. Yeah, very important. Yeah. So, I was looking at the status Aishwarya had put yesterday. Lord Shiva himself tells that, in the Rudra Gita of Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Shiva tells to Krishna, oh Krishna, please bless me so that I can associate with the devotees of you. I don't want to go and get into the verses, Trunayama Lavenapi. Lord Shiva says, Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Vartanam Kita Ashisha. What can I pray from you? I only want Kuta Ashisha. I do not want any desires in my life, but only one desire. Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya. I would like to associate with the devotees of you. And she had put a status where Parvati is chastising Lord Shiva. I considered you as a chaste husband. How is it possible that you are associating with some other lady than me? Who is telling this to whom? Parvati is telling to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva tells, who is that person? And Parvati says, the person whom you have put on your head. Always, my family keeps on telling me, you have put devotees on your head. They are just dancing on you. And you have put everyone on your head. They can do anything with you. And Parvati is telling Lord Shiva, see whom is on your head. And Shiva replies, you know what Shiva replies? She is a devotee of Lord Krishna. And it is not Gange who is on my head. Who is on my head? The feet of the Supreme Lord is on my head. Who is on my head? The feet of the Supreme Lord is on my head, because Gange flows through the lotus feet of Krishna and I am collecting Gange on my head. For me, I am doing service to Lord Krishna. That is my relationship with Mother Ganga. Yeah? Such a beautiful conversation. Very important for us to understand. Unless and until we follow the path of bhakti through the bhaktas, it is impossible to approach Krishna. Dharmasya tattvam nihato guhayam mahajananena katha sapantah. The path of dharma is so difficult to understand. Yamadharma Raja is telling to Yamadutas, Dharmasya tattvam, the tattva, the science of dharma. Why it's coming here, I am telling you, Yetu dharma amrutam idam. Lord Krishna is telling, this is the amruta, the nectar of dharma. What is all dharma is about? Dharmasya tattvam, the tattva of dharma is so difficult to understand, Yamadharma Raja is telling. Dharmasya tattvam nihato guhayam, because it's a deep secret. How do I understand this? Mahajananena kathasapantah. Only by following the footstep of the devotees, it is possible to understand. I will tell you, Bhagavad Gita would have been impossible for us to understand if the Krupa of Srila Prabhupada was not there on us. First translation, it was burnt down. Srila Prabhupada's one. It was sold, and he again wrote it second time. Why? Because he wanted to, for the beneficial for the mankind, so that they can read and understand properly the originality of Krishna speaking to Arjuna. Very, very important. That is the reason why Krishna, Srila Prabhupada translated this. Without that, I don't think I would have been able to understand so in a very, very simple manner what Krishna is expecting from us in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah? Very important. So the first to the Lords, second to the Devatas, third to all the Bhaktas and the human beings. The fourth, if we respect all the human beings and follow the footstep of the Bhaktas and disregard and disrespect the other living entities, it's impossible to follow Bhakti. Vidya Vinyasampanne Brahmane Kavi Hastini Shuna Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. We can say, how can you kill other person? But what about killing other living entities? How cruel it is to kill other living entities for our own satisfaction of our own stomach. The pain the living entities goes through, the cycle of birth and death, for the satisfaction of our hunger, so much violence is going on. That is, we are absolutely disrespecting the living entities for our own satisfaction. We have to cooperate with the other living entities also. Prabhupada says a devotee is a perfect example of synchronizing with the nature. Devotee is a perfect example of synchronizing his life with the nature. Very, very important for us to understand. The fifth personality whom we need to cooperate with is the object, the resources of this nature. Resources of this nature. Very, very Daivi Yesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Krishna keeps on telling, don't take it lightly, the material nature. Yeah? Whom we should not take it lightly? The material nature. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. It is impossible to conquer nature. You are seeing Los Angeles, how much fire is happening. You could have imagined just a small fire. Just put the water and finish. But the fire, if it becomes so volcanoes, no technology in this world can actually put the fire down. Only a rain can. Everyone are praying that when the rain is going to come. These technologists, the people of, who are so advanced. And the Mr. Musk is telling we are in the era where the hair cutting is going to be done by not humans but machines. Now he has employed himself, the machines to do the haircut. The technology is advancing is fine, but advancement of the technologies cannot interfere with interpersonal relationship. Whom are we killing? We are killing the relationship totally. Musk is telling you don't need to marry someone. You tell me the attributes of what you want a wife to be. I will prepare a beautiful robot for you who will actually reciprocate with you. No, I'm seriously telling. As you want. This is a startup. It's a core Kali Yuga. It's starting with. I don't want to tell these technologists. They don't know what is the limitation to it. If a person tells something wrong, he will be killed in US already. One person who knew the secrets, he lost his life. Very important for us to understand. Yahi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkha yonava evate. Adi antavantaha kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. Sit down. This is good. Good, you were kicked out from there. So, yahi samsparshaja bhogaha. Krishna again alarms, do not take this resources of this world lightly. Because dukkha yonava evate. This is the source of our misery if we exploit it. So we need to utilize these resources of nature in service of Krishna. Because maya adhyakshena prakritihi. This entire nature is working according to the laws of Krishna, not laws of us. We cannot create the laws of how we want to utilize the resources of this world. Law is not under our hands, law is under the hands of Krishna. Very important for us to understand. Such a serious topic of devotion service, 12th chapter, if you really deeply get into this and understand, then as Prabhupada says, the 12th chapter is not about Maya Veshya Mano Yema. Yeah? Nitya Yukta Upasate. Lord Krishna says that one should fix mind on my personal form and always engage in worshipping me. Yeah? And again, Lord Krishna is telling in the eighth verse, yeah, Mayeva mana adasva mayi buddhir nimesha. So fix your intelligence upon me, fix your mind upon me. But Krishna is now, entire chapter of Gita is 12th chapter is focusing on how to fix our mind on Krishna. It is impossible to fix our mind unless and until we cooperate in this world with a humble state of mind. It is impossible. So, my request to all the devotees that don't take association very, very lightly in this world. What Lord Shiva prays to Krishna, that I would like to have the association of devotees. Who are we? We are nothing in front of Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva is hankering for the association with the devotees of Lord Krishna, we should be dying for it. We should be dying for it. Then only we would be able to seriously take up Krishna consciousness. In my 27 years, I have analyzed one who becomes serious about Krishna consciousness. One who is devoted to Lord Krishna or one who is devoted to Prabhupada. Clearly, I have seen one who becomes devoted to Srila Prabhupada, immediately he becomes serious in Krishna consciousness. Without Srila Prabhupada, it is not possible to understand instructions of Krishna even in Bhagavad Gita. That's why those who are become sincere serving Srila Prabhupada and doing it for the pleasure of him, it becomes easier for them to follow bhakti. And one who follows Srila Prabhupada sincerely, it becomes, Krishna consciousness becomes such a powerful blessing that he'll be able to give it to the others also. Very, very important. You are all here. You are the ambassadors for giving, the instructions of Krishna and what Krishna consciousness is all about to others. For example, Kiran Kumari Mataji comes from the apartment. कौन सा apartment है? Chopin, Bluebells, yeah. She comes from Bluebells apartment. And सभी बोलते हैं वहां पे मैं आ रहा हूँ आपका this one temple after meeting Kiran Kumari Mataji. One devotee is Mr. Patra. He is a plumber. Huh? Yeah, Sarveshwar Patra. He was telling me, मैं एक बार देखा कि किरण कुमार माता जी चैंट कर रही थी. मैंने पूछा उनसे क्या चैंट कर रही हो, तो उन्होंने बताया ये चैंट कर रहा हूँ. उस दिन के बाद मैं भी चैंटिंग करना शुरू कर दिया. He was chanting, Lord Krishna's names only. From Jagannath Puri he is from. But as he took association of her and he has become so serious about it. Prabhuji, today Ekadashi I chanted and completed my rounds before 7 o'clock in the morning. So see what the power it can bring with the association of devotees. How much power it can bring. I will tell you, it is impossible to make Krishna attracted to him directly. You understand what I mean? It is possible with the mercy of devotees, based upon how you behave, how you love other devotees will start loving Krishna. Devotees will start loving Krishna. That is the importance of how a devotee should conduct in Krishna consciousness. Very, very important. Devotees need to be an example of relationship. Example of relationship. Without, see, one gets attracted to Krishna consciousness based upon how we intensely love others. Intensely love others. That we develop only when we realize how important devotees are for my progress to Krishna. Otherwise, पूरा जिंदगी जाता है फैमिली का सिस्टम चलाने को पूरा जिंदगी जाता है whole life will go in taking care of the family, but we need to come above that and think about how can I serve society, how can I give Krishna to the others. Very, very important. That is when the real bhakti starts. Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarana rasayana katah yajoshanat apavargavatmani shraddha rathir bhaktir anukramishati. The anukrama, the ladder is systematic. It starts from Shraddha, faith about Krishna. Shraddha, Bhaktir, with Bhakta, the devotion service. Rati, attraction to Krishna is possible. Only Satam Prasangam, with association with the devotees. So this 12th chapter is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. Because the Bhagavad Gita was spoken not to inspire Arjuna to fight the war. Many think that Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to inspire Arjuna to fight the war. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to make Arjuna to understand, irrespective of the results of the war, my relationship with you always intact. If you fight the war for the pleasure of me. If you fight the war thinking that how can I please Krishna? By seeing the smile of Krishna sitting in the chariot as the chariot driver, Arjuna, the war is already won. You understand? War is not won because Arjuna killed the opponents. War is won because Arjuna saw he was following the instruction of Krishna and Krishna was smiling. That is the sutra of winning the war. Very, very important. As long as we are able to see the smiles in the other devotees and take satisfaction with that, to that extent, we will be able to follow Krishna consciousness, the bhakti, that more seriously. Very, very important for us to understand. So, I would like to stop here. So, if you have any questions, or it's already 8:30. So, we have completed the 12th chapter. Very important for us to, if you really look through Bhagavad Gita, all the instructions Krishna has given, Karma Yoga, Krishna has spoken about managing your own self. The Dhyana Yoga is all about managing your own self. Yeah, Gnana Yoga is managing your own self. The next chapter is managing the resources of this world. Yeah? Resources of this world, how to manage the resources of this world. Prakriti, how to manage it. But Bhakti Yoga is only chapter Krishna is talking about relationships. How to manage others in the association to approach me. That is a secret for taking up devotional service. That's why Krishna is telling here, Etu dharma amrutam idam. Why dharma amrutam idam? Because dharma is meant for dharmasya hi apavargasya. Na artayo upakalpate dharmasya dharmaikantasya kamalabhaya hi smrutah. Dharmasya hi apavargasya. Dharma is meant for becoming closer to Krishna. Why? Why Krishna is saying apavarga? Because if you really want to transcend pavarga, apavarga, the pavarga starts from pa bhava ma. It starts from pa. Pa is meant for the you do the papa, parishrama, and then fear, and then you get everything in this world, and ends with ma, which is mrityu. Very simple. So apavarga, if you want to transcend, go above pavarga. Pa starts with parishrama. You keep on putting work. And end, what happens? You lose everything with mrityu. You are understanding? Pa ends with ma. But apavarga is going beyond, where you do everything, every parishrama of you is never lost. Nehabhikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate. Neha abhikrama. In this path of dharma, pratyavayo na vidyate. Krishna promised there is no way you are going to lose it. Come out of it. Neha abhikramanashosti. In this path of bhakti to me, pratyavayo, you are never going to lose anything. Whatever you do in my service, will be preserved, because apavargaha, it is called apavargaha, not pavarga. Pavarga starts with your parishrama, you put your work, you get the results, ends with mrityu. Yeah? So that's why very, very important. That's why this secret of dharma, which is meant to reach me, this secret is the amruta of this secret. You are understanding? Amruta of this secret is the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Because kamasya na indriya pritir labho jivedayavataha jivasya tattva jignasa. The human life is meant for knowing Krishna and how to develop relationship with him. Na indriya pritir, not for doing the pavarga. Srimad Bhagavatam clearly says. Human life is not for running in the pavarga, the road of pavarga. Everyone travels in the road of pavarga, where they put effort like anything, put and earn. I kept on telling in this one, many people start their life in earning, end their life in earning. No learning. Dharmasya hi apavargasya kamasya na indriya pritir. It is not for doing pavarga, not traveling in that line of pavarga, with parishrama ending with mrityu. Yeah, very important. That is actually the dharma. Because ahara nidra vaivaitunamscha samanyayate pashubinarananda. Dharma is the one. Dharmo hi desham adhiko vishesho dharmasya hinaha pashubisamanaha. If you don't know the dharma, you are as good as animals. The Mahabharata says. Because pavarga is all about ahara, nidra, eating, sleeping, then procreation, and what is that? Defending, working. Parishrama. Parishrama for what? Roti chahiye na pet ke liye. Keep on working. And work किया हूं थोड़ा नींद चाहिए ना, sleep. एक वर्क कर रहा हूं किसके लिए? Procreation. That's it. It is not meant for that. Someone is asking me yesterday, shouldn't be the career important? Career is important as long as it is helping you in Krishna consciousness. If he's not helping, there is no way the career is going to be helpful. Career is important, but at the same time, Krishna is also most important. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Here you are saying relationship is very much important. You need to associate
Yeah.
all those things. But at the same time, how sometimes association also demotivates, or how to understand what is.
Yeah, so what she's saying is sometimes association demotivates people to take up Krishna consciousness. See, with devotees. So association is important. Association at the same time can demotivate us. That is where the challenge is. Without devotees, Krishna will never accept us. With the devotees, we have challenges. How to surpass that? When we understand with only way Krishna can accept us with devotees. So that is where we learn. We learn to become humble. We learn to, see, the association with devotees is the churning that happens, where you understand the litmus test for us. When you actually associate with devotees, and so many things of anartha for us, anartha of the other person, everything will come to the boiling point, and we come to know what's the litmus test. How am I progressing? Unless and until I know my weakness, they know their weakness, unless and until they accept those weaknesses and move forward, there is no way we can actually please Krishna. We are all having weaknesses, no doubt about it. But accepting that weakness is important step to move towards Krishna. Very, very important. That's why Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. When we learn about Krishna, what should we give? It gives us, it should give us the humbleness to surrender and move forward. Unless and until we do not solve the puzzle of association, we will never be able to churn out our own anarthas, our own weaknesses. You understand? Huh? Yeah. So, very important. I keep telling this many, many times. There used to be one devotee in very new person who came to Pune. I was doing program in Felicita apartment. He was the director of Symantec. Yeah. And first day to my home, and devotees were coming. I was just bowing down. And he saw me bowing down to another devotee, and he asked, "Why you are bowing down?" Then immediately as I told that we bow down to each other because we see presence of Krishna in other one's heart. So we are respecting, we are calling him Prabhu. Immediately he bowed down to me. And I told her, he is the person who will take it up Krishna consciousness seriously. Today I will tell you, he is managing 3-4 programs in Pune. He is the director in Symantec. Very, very popular guy. He has built around 50 to 60 IPs, intellectual properties. Yeah? Very famous. So humbleness is a test of our ego. But test of our ego will come into the battle as soon as the association comes in. Because everyone will not speak according to my taste. Yeah. In the one family itself, there is a challenge families will have, isn't it, Prabhuji? You might have given birth to the children. Children will not reciprocate with you how you like.
They will be different word always.
Yeah. So it's very, very important. I have humbled down like anything in my family. I will tell you, my children don't listen to me. My children don't listen to me at all. No, somewhere you need to actually become humble, and my children are making me to become humble. Move on. The only good thing is they don't get into problems is there in the other families when they don't hear their parents. But problems I don't have in my family because they will not travel anywhere doing something nonsense.
But still you are lucky they are good.
No, no, they are thousand times better than Karmis outside, Prabhu. They wear they wear tilak and they go and proudly say, "I'm devotee of Krishna at the college." Every day, I have not told them to wear tilak and go. They don't go to the restaurants. They don't go and go to the movie theater and watch movies. They don't do many things. They come home. The only thing they might do is they might spoil the kitchen, cook too many things at home, and make the kitchen dirty and explode and everything. That's okay. That is. But at the same time, some of the things see, always father will have more desires that my child should do things beyond, and they may not. They say no. It's a life lesson. We just need to move on. Fine, but one thing is absolutely true that they don't have any extracurricular activities outside. So they go to college and come back. That's all. Beyond it, maximum to maximum, she can cook. She might cook gobi Manchurian with extra 2-3 starters more.
Whatever they are right very much.
Yeah, but still, I'm not happy. That is the problem. So what I'm trying to say is, we need to humble down. I humble down like anything in my family life. Anything like, but everyone will get the test. Everyone. But one thing we need to understand: without their support, you will not be able to do anything. You understand? Without the support of devotees, you will not be able to do anything. For example, for me, if a devotee doesn't come, for me, it becomes a very serious matter. Very serious matter. I go to their house and I do all the. I humble down. I am losing. You are the winner. Please come down. Because I know without them, I will not be able to serve Krishna. It is as simple as this. Without devotees, there is no question of. See, if you all decide you will not come going forward, you will not come. It should not happen. You all decide. Today I made Malaysian curry. Taste it. Malaysian peanut curry. You all should taste it today. Taste it with 1/4 of sabudana khichdi and 3/4 with Malaysian curry. It should float. Every sabudana should float in, Malaysian curry. Eat it. But there's no question of doing Malaysian peanut curry if you all not don't come. You are coming. That's why I did my Maharashtrian. Today I cooked with my ketki. She was just smashing me. It is not khichdi. It is sabudana khichdi. You understand? Don't put all the vegetables you like. Don't put carrot. Carrot doesn't give taste to sabudana khichdi. The only thing you need to put is potato. Other than that, nothing you should put. Because sabudana khichdi is originated from Maharashtra. So she came and she did the video call just to show me how to cook sabudana khichdi today.
She made her husband cook.
So husband cooked and husband was cooking and she was putting the video. See here, see here, see here. I said, yeah, man. So that is where it becomes. Without all of you, there is no question. There's no question. When I see Manogna, that day, 2 days back, I lifted her. Yeah, because when I see her, I become inspired. Such a small girl, taken up Krishna consciousness. Yeah, their parents have different kinds of problems with her. She doesn't study. But for me, I am really, surrendered to her. Such a small age, one is able to take up devotion. When you run after Krishna, success will run after you. If you run after success, Krishna will run away. You understand? If you want success, worship Krishna. Sorry, if you want success and also life, worship Krishna. If you want only success, you can worship all the devatas, no problems. But you will not get love. It only you will be traveling in this pavarga, pa pa bha ba ma. But if you want apavarga, coming out of it, you have to surrender to Krishna. Wani, is it okay, na? I didn't complain. No matter what she does, they have a complaint. Prabhu, please tell. Prabhu, please tell. But she is traveling wonderfully. Yeah, it's okay. What is the problem? Thank you. Hare Krishna.